Every Friday morning at 6:30, I gather with guys, there are 12 of us, and we go through a prayer reflection for about an hour to get ready for the Mass on Sunday and sort of reflect on experiences so far in life and bring some more meaning to those words. And I was thinking about our reflection this morning, and it reminded me of a person I first worked with, and sort of when I first brought faith into the workplace in a meaningful way when I was just getting started. I was kind of struggling as the new guy in a very old company, and trying to work through an opportunity uh, to actually grow our business in a really meaningful way. And I felt very much alone. Um, my first mentor, his name is Al. He was a person who had been with the company a while, and I was really going through this personal struggle of trying to do what I thought was right, and a lot of people were standing in my way as obstacles, sort of focusing on their self and reinforcing their positions, as opposed to doing what we all knew what was the right thing to do. And so they'd been ignoring this opportunity to really expand our business and just really do the right thing for the sake of all of us in the company. And one day, Al came up behind me and kind of tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Hey, Bob, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I said, "Sure." He's someone who had always been helpful to me, and um, but sort of in small ways up to that point. But then he asked me to step into a conference room, and he said, "Bob, one of our colleagues, Susan, is going to be leaving. She's going to be resigning from the company. She has a great new opportunity, and we were talking about it. We think you'd be a good fit to maybe step in with and sort of replace her in this one of these key client roles we have. It's one of our big clients, and if you're open to it, she would be willing to show you how to work with this client and sort of their handbook, if you will, in terms of managing the relationship. If you're open to it, she could show you how to work with the client and their expectations, and then you'd work with me, and then sort of I'd be your number two." And it reminded me about the importance of witnessing, and that the power of two in seeing things and recognizing the possibilities, and even that sort of selfless act of believing in things that you can't see together. So Al brought me into that conversation with Susan, and as they promised, she showed me the way to hand off the book of knowledge, if you will, for this client relationship. And over the next few months, it was a pretty incredible experience of not only selflessness with Al and with Susan, who did step away a few weeks later, but Al continued to be that person to walk with me in this. And it was the unexpected kind of credibility I needed as the new guy in the company to be associated with this key client, to work on this other business transformation kind of thing that people often struggle with, or just fight against because it's something new and they'd rather reinforce their positions. And Al was one of those mentors who really saw what I was doing and saw how he could be a part of it. And he really did want it to happen too, because he recognized, as many people don't, he recognized the future and the possibilities and what's best for the company. It was that act of selflessness was my first experience of faith in the workplace. And it wasn't a matter of trying to convince people or convert anybody, or just become this prolific teacher of faith. It was more of just living out the experience. It's a powerful example, and it reminded me of how important it is for us to, whatever our faith is, to remember that the value of the company is not just about a core value that you put on a piece of paper or maybe a sign, and then put butts in seats, and things just kind of work out, because they don't. Or even just kind of moving pet rocks around with certain expectations or goals you have. It's really about living out this faith, and it's about selflessness. It really is about helping other people to thrive and recognizing that you can do more together than you can do by reinforcing your positions. So a takeaway today for this week is focus on a bigger picture today and help somebody else to achieve something together with you that maybe neither one of you could accomplish alone. Talk to you soon.